Frack on. Welcome to another episode of Frack the Canon. I am joined by the coolest motherfucker around, my brother from another mother, the co-host with the most, Mr. Tim Burton himself right here, CJ McCree from Milwaukee. What's going on, sir?
That's Tim Blackton to you. But
Mr. Blackton right here. All right, so another one.
Edward Scissorhands.
Wait, what was it?
I don't know. I just said
Did you say
something.
CJ Scissorhands?
Huh?
CJ Scissorhands?
I said like Tedward.
Edward Scissorhands. Um, I
Such a
was
nice
gonna get
name.
you. I was gonna get your real name, but you know what? No, I'm not gonna do that. Hold on. I'm still here. Why did it do that? I was gonna say I was gonna use your real name, but I mean, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not that guy. Um, so something again back to social media. This is was pushed by social media, and I kind of like interesting. I never thought about this until we saw this. Until I saw, I'm like, and this is kind of what my issue's been with the Batman movies as of late. And I'm like, all the Batman movies we've seen as of late, it's always lately have been year one Batman. Like year one, it's always like him because Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, the Batman, except for Batman vs Superman, which was already kind of. But like this is something that I feel that we and I kind of I saw CJ this over here. You'll ever notice how Batman never always stop right when the real story is supposed to start. Like, yeah, we've seen Bruce be sad, rich, and mad for decades now. He gets the suit, those hands, maybe cries in the cave, rinses and repeat. But where does Batman heal? The one who opens the one who builds the damn family. Like, where's like he goes right here. What you do Nightwing? You mentioned them too. Like so the heroes to Batman ain't solo like the comics forever. He's a mentor, a big bro, a dad. The memories of the hundred heroes. He goes Robin, Jason, Damian, and if you and I know Tim Drake. There's also Cassandra, Stephanie, and Duke. I don't know who Duke is, but there's also Damian Wayne and there's also Stephanie Brown. So I'm like, okay, interesting. And that's something that I'm like, you know what? I think that's my issue with the latest Batman movies. It's always like, let's go back to year one. Let's go back to like, how about Dick Grayson? We did an episode about the
Yeah.
Batman called Round Robins, and I'm like, if you have to ask me who my favorite Robin is, it's Tim Drake. If you have to ask me who my favorite sidekick is, it's Dick Grayson, Nightwing, right? So, and that's something I'm like, I want to see of that more of that Batman. I'm like, my grandma knows who Batman is. Freaking, like, my grandma's like 85 years old. She's as old as Batman.
Hmm.
So, like, and that's something. And we've talked about this. We've only seen Batman live action. I mean, not Batman, Robin live action 3 times. Adam West show, Batman Forever, and Batman and Robin, and the Joel Schumacher verse, and then Titans. And I forgot about Titans because I stopped watching that movie, that show, like episode 2, and I'm like, I don't care. It's not for
I
me.
was about to say you watched that show.
No, because like you told me about it. I'm like, I'll give it a chance, and I just did not give a frack about that show. I'm like, nope, not for me. I do
Yeah, I
not
didn't.
care.
I didn't give it too much longer after you, but I I mean, we talk all the time. You guys know I like Robin. I'm a sidekick fan, number one, but number two, like I'm a big Robin fan. I like all of them. You know what I mean? Like, um, I think it's an interesting comment, but I think like we got all the how I feel right now is that we've got all the Batman movies that we did have that we've deserved. You know what I mean? Like, I think we've gotten all the Batman movies that we've deserved. Like, I agree with the original
Oh,
poster has to say. Like, because I like Robin, you know what I mean? Like, but like the thing about we got the two Tim Burton Batman. And then studios didn't really want to go with that. Like, oh, that's too dark. Let's get something more colorful. And then here comes Joel Schumacher, and then way too freaking colorful. Freaking just like people in action figure suits. And and then we're like, okay, next time we should do Batman, like let's get away from this. Let's do something like serious, right? Let's do something grounded. And then we got that, right? And you can't I mean you can bring Robin into that like as much as you can bring the Joker or Two-Face or Bane into that world, right? Like or Scarecrow. Like as much as you could bring any of these characters and make them believable and grounded, you could probably bring Robin in there too, which they kind of did ish. Um, but like it makes it more ridiculous. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it makes it more ridiculous to have like anytime you add because people just don't walk around in costumes. You know what I mean? That's not a thing that people do. Unless you're like being meta about it and just your work costume is that's the costume like or whatever, but you know what I mean? Like being all existential. But freaking
Stop reading my diary now, all right?
let's just say right now I'm not being that guy. Um so people don't walk around in costumes like when there are movies that aren't about superheroes, it's like the same thing, but like without costumes, you know what I mean? Like so it makes it more the more people that you add, like so you do something like the Batman, you get to the Batman and like or even, some of the Dark Knight trilogy, and you got Batman, he's in a costume. But then Catwoman, the first time we see her, like she's just wearing this, like she's just wearing a black outfit because she's a burglar,
She's a cat
but
burglar, and she's
but
wearing
she's got this little thing that's got like little ears on it. You know what I mean? Like so, then you end up got to do stuff like that, right? To do riffs on what it is to try and make it real. Like, but it's like you know what I mean? Like she's kind of like a cat. You know what I mean? Like or something like you have to do stuff like that or whatever, or it becomes ridiculous. And the question is like how okay are you with things being ridiculous? How okay our audience is being ridiculous? So like I go back around to just saying like we got all the Batman movies that we deserve. As much as like, I would have loved Robin and any of these things. We got all the Batman movies we deserve because people like if you put Robin in the Dark Knight, like some people would have been cool with that, but like I think a lot of people might have been turned off with that.
But I think that post that what the poster said is correct. He was like, "All right, here is we finally have Robin. Which what was his name again? What was his like? His real name was Robin, but his name. I'm like, that's. It goes back to what the original that which his name was real name was Robin, which I'm like that's just ridiculous as heck,
Yeah.
and that doesn't fly. I'm like, dude, like really? You can't have named Jason, Dick Grayson or Jason Todd or Tim Drake. You named them
Right.
Robin.
Or any of them, or any of
Right?
these.
Yeah.
You know what I
Like,
mean? Any of them. Stephanie Brown.
when that was it was 2013 when that movie came out. 2013. But I was like, all right, dude. And so I'm like, okay, cool. We're getting the Batfamily now. We're getting someone else. We're getting the Batman. Oh no, I'm retiring, which I'm like, all right, that's ridiculous as hell too. That's my new word now. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like that's ridiculous. That's dumb. It's just like and again we go back to the Batman. I'm like, all right, dude, I'm done. I'm done with year one Batman. Like, and I've seen it all my life since the Michael. We grew up watching the Adam West show, so we had Robin, but like, and then we saw Batgirl, and then the Tim Burton movie came along, and then there was only Batman till originally it was gonna be Marlon Wayne, which I wonder how that would have affected pop culture, seeing Marlon Wayne as Robin.
Yeah,
That
that'd
would
have
have been
been
dope.
interesting. That'd have been
I think there's a picture somewhere on the internet. I'm trying to find it of Marlon as Robin. Like that's pretty cool. Um, and then we got Batgirl on the next. So and then we got Robin and Batman Forever. Then we got Batgirl, and then that's it. We haven't seen them again till Titans. And I don't know how many people saw Titans. I didn't see Titans. I did not. It was like it's not for me. Live action because the cartoons, a plethora of many. Like here you go, Robin
yeah.
for you, Robin for you, Robin for you.
Yeah.
That's just cameras because reasons. Um,
All right.
but yeah. So I was like, all right, cool. So all right, we got Robin. We got Robins galore everywhere else in the multiverse of cinema. Why can't we get them like or in the cartoon? Sorry, in the comic books. Why don't we get one in live action?
Well,
That's true. Like, where is the rest of the Bat family? Because
at least at least there seems to be on the horizon.
you think so?
Well, the next Batman movie we're getting, or I'm sorry, the James Gunn verse Batman movie we're getting is a Batman movie,
Oh
and the
yeah, that's
Robin
right. It's Brave and the Bold.
Robin's going to be Damian Wayne.
Okay, cool. So again, as a comic book fan, I'm like, I know what that means. So to me, does that mean we're getting? I know that's cool and that's fine. But I'm like, where are the other people? Where are the other? Well, again, where's the
Well,
Bat family?
that's my thing, and then it's gonna kind of a lot of I think is gonna ride on what happens in this Superman movie, right?
Yeah.
Like because this Superman movie is a DC universe underway already. You know what I mean? It's got heroes, it's got a Green Lantern that is not either of the Green Lanterns that's gonna star in a show about Green Lantern. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so like this movie basically confirms that there are three Green Lanterns in play. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
because he also should have been Peacemaker. In
right. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
so it's like this thing, like there's the Hawk Girl, there's like Mr. Terrific, there's things happening. So like to me, when I hear that, when I see this part of the universe already in motion, and then I hear that we're getting Batman Brave and the Bold and Damian Wayne is the Robin, like that to me says that other Robins exist in this universe. Like
Mhm.
that Damian Wayne, like, and yeah, I could like. Here's the thing: I could be completely wrong, but like the way that James Gunn has like approached this and like talked about this, like I don't know why he would do Damian Wayne and not have everybody else be accounted for. You know what I mean? Like I don't know why he would just up and make that decision to just change the narrative like that. You know what I mean? Like,
But I
but
wonder too, because I wonder too, because it is like he seems to be sticking more to more like comic book specific movies. Like
mhm.
I know he's doing Superman, Woman of Tomorrow, Superman, Superwoman, Supergirl,
Supergirl.
Woman of Tomorrow, which is a comic book I have somewhere down here. I wonder if because that was also the Batman and Robin, because it's called Brave and the Bold, right? The Batman and Robin movie is Brave and the Bold. I wonder how much of that actually going to be based on the New 52 or whatever it was called, because there was New 52, then something happened, and then Breaking. There's been so many reach out in the past 20 years alone. There have been at least 5 reboots from the DC universe that I can think of. And the biggest one that I remember is the New 52 because like we were watching everything from ground zero, like everything's brand new, except for these ones, except for.
Right, exactly.
And
Yeah,
then
it's
which
a
I'm like, wait, what? So
it's a weird thing.
because that one, because the Brave and the Bold, the Batman and Robin one was right after Battle for the Cowl, right, where Dick Grayson became. So I wonder if and that's why I'm like, is Dick Grayson going to be Batman and Damian Wayne? Because if we know Damian Wayne is Robin, does that mean Dick Grayson is going to be Batman?
I don't know what to tell you. We don't know yet. I don't think so though. Like if I had to bet money on it, I would say that like our Batman Brave and the Bold is gonna be Bruce Wayne and Damian Wayne.
Okay, and that's what I'm expecting to. That's what I'm realistically think is going to happen. But like the fanboy me, like, show me Dick Grayson and Damian Wayne. Um,
'Cause I think like and I'm not so sure that we won't get there even.
mhm,
But like I feel like when it comes down to it, like I think a groundwork has to be established. Now, what that groundwork is, I don't know. But like when we get Batman, it's going to be Bruce Wayne. Like introduced. When we get introduced to
mhm.
Batman, you know what I mean? It's going to be Bruce Wayne. Where we go from there, you know what I mean? Like who knows? But like when we meet Batman, it's going to be Bruce Wayne Batman.
Okay, I can see that. I can see that. But yeah, that was back to the original post. I want to see more of the Batfamily. I want to see more of the Robins. Me personally, I want to get to Tim Drake because we've never seen Tim Drake live vacuum except for Titans. Stephanie Brown. What was the chick name from freaking The Dark Knight Returns? Cassidy. I think it's Casey. Cassie, redhead chick. I think it's. I'm
I
90%
know
sure
who
it's
you're talking about, Carrie Kelly.
Carrie Kelly. Yes, Carrie Kelly. Where did I get Cassie from? Cassie's one of the bad
I
guys.
was trying to like think, but you were like rapid fire going, and I'm just like, what is that name?
Oh yeah, Carrie, you're right. Carrie Kelly, my bad. It's Carrie Kelly, not Cassie's someone else. Cassie's a Batgirl. Stephanie Brown's another Robin.
Cassandra Cain is who you were thinking.
Yeah, Cassandra. Oh yeah, she was in that movie you don't like about never mind. What was it? Margot Robbie. Jesus Christ. Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn
Harley,
and the Birds of Prey.
Emancipation of Harley Quinn and something else, Birds of Prey.
Yes. I'm like, what a great title. Too bad this movie. I'm watching it back. I'm like, you're right. TJ was right. Like always.
I just, it's not a movie that's for me. That's all. It had some cool things in it, and I actually did like the implementation of the Birds of Prey. I just wish they were in it more, to be honest.
Right.
Because they were all awesome. Like the interpretation of those characters, I loved uh in that movie.
Um.
But yeah, like when I read comics, funny, like I don't ever read Batman stuff. I do like I'll read like a Batman like event or something, or like if it's a good Batman story like Hush or something like that, like or Killing Joke or whatever, like I'll read some good Batman stories, right? Like, but if I'm in the Batman universe, it's usually his Bat Family book. It's usually his side characters that are drawing me in. Like, I've read a lot of Nightwing. I've read a lot of Tim Drake. Um, and not so. I've read some Damian Wayne, but not as much as I like Damian Wayne, to be honest. Like as much as I like the character, I really have not read a lot with him in it. I did read the Batman and Robin with Dick Grayson in him though. But I've read a lot of Jason Todd stuff too. You know what I mean? Like Red Hood stuff. Like so, it's like I'm all about that. You know what I mean? I would love to get under the Red Hood. Um, in iteration in live action. You know what I mean? Like I would love to get like I mean there's a rumor that Teen Titans is happening.
Yeah, I saw that rumor. There's a Teen Titans live action movie happening, but I remember that was a rumor also again like 10 years ago, and that led to Titans.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like so, I'm
Uh,
like mhm.
like I don't know, like I feel like because I would like just the way that James Gunn seems to be moving with this stuff. You know what I mean? Like, it seems like we might not get because like Zack Snyder came through and gave us all the like big guys, right? And all the stuff we've been hearing like hasn't been the big guys. We heard Superman and Batman. Those are the big guys we heard. We ain't heard nothing about Wonder Woman. Green Lantern's getting the show, but like we kind of skipped him in the Zack Snyder verse a bit too. You know what I mean? Like so, like we ain't heard nothing about no Aquaman. You know what I mean? We didn't heard anybody like any of these like big guys that we just got a universe full of. They seem to be kind of like treading away from them as of right now. So I do wonder if we'll spend some time like getting these like side like what if we get a Nightwing before we get a Flash movie, right? Like what if we get a Teen Titans like before we get our next Wonder Woman, you know what I mean? Like what if we get like some of these like other things that we are wishing for right now, you know what I mean? Like that we kind of like have been waiting for, you know?
It kind of feels like Marvel. They're doing what Marvel did. Let's start with the B list and C list because we don't have the A list right now.
Hmm.
But and then make their way up because
I mean, we're getting freaking Supergirl. You know what I mean? We're getting
yeah.
a Supergirl movie.
And this is a third live action Supergirl because the first one was Helen Slater in the '80s, which I remember watching and being it's not for me, or whatever the 5-year-old version of that is.
Yeah, yeah,
There
yeah.
was
It
Supergirl,
wasn't
the
for
show. Oh
Amy
yeah,
and
she
I.
was in Smallville. I think it was done by then. I think it was out of Smallville by then when she showed up.
Wasn't she there pretty early? Oh no, no, no. Yeah, okay, never mind. That was another character, I think.
Yeah, and then the Supergirl show, which I saw the first season, and then I'm like too preachy. I'm out. So yeah. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, and we're getting Green Lanterns too, and I'm like, yeah, we're getting my least favorite Green Lantern out of all the Green Lanterns. in Superman movie.
Oh, Guy Gardner. Yeah, freaking Guy Gardner. But we're getting more though. We just aren't. We haven't gotten Kyle Rayner yet though. But we are getting John Stewart and Hal as
Yeah,
well.
and
But it's. I guess it remains to be seen in what capacity they're in the show. But so far, that's all we know. You know what I mean? There's only one in a movie right now, which is Guy Gardner. Like,
exactly.
but how much will the shows have bleed through? So far, like as much as the Disney Plus shows have felt like they're intertwined with the movies, there's not a lot of where I actually feel like it does go the other way. You know what I mean? Like, there's not a lot where like I can point to some things, you know what I mean? There are things I can point to, and I'm like, yeah, that made it into the movie verse. Like WandaVision bleeds into Doctor Strange too. Like Falcon becomes Captain America in Falcon and Winter Soldier. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like freaking, but like, and then I guess kind of Miss Marvel, whatever. Like,
yeah. That I'm not a big fan of Kamala Khan. Just me
you
personally.
know. But but I guess it's just like there are things where it's like you didn't necessarily have to watch any of that to enjoy any of the movies that those led to, you know what I mean? Like so it's just like it's because of that that I get become skeptical. I'm like, oh yeah, well we got Hal Jordan and we got Jon Stewart and they're in this show and they're lead the show, but like, I guess it kind of remains to be seen like how is this show going to be intertwined with the movies? Like, are we gonna get to some big event thing and like we need, I don't know, the Justice League to unite, right? Like, are we gonna get like Hal Jordan or John Stewart to be the one to show up, or is it gonna be freaking Guy Gardner? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like,
Yeah. Um. Yeah. I so back to Batman.
yeah, I guess it kind of started. It like turned into like a riff on the future of the DC universe.
Anything else you wanna like back to those movies about that post of seeing the rest of the Bat Family live action
I mean, I'm just that I'm all for it. Who haven't we seen yet?
live action like in the movies?
Yeah, we haven't seen Jason
Everything
Todd. We haven't seen Tim
Jason
Drake,
Todd. Yep, Tim Drake, Stephanie Brown,
Damian Wayne.
Damian Wayne,
But we're getting Damian.
Terry Kelly. But that's also alternate, right? Too, but still,
Yeah, yeah.
Terry McGinnis. No, I'm kidding. That's just
Let's get
dude.
him.
When we that's what I want to get to. I want to get to Batman Beyond. That's not even comic. That's just like, dude, like I never knew I like this. I never knew I wanted this, but this is awesome.
I mean, I'm not gonna get my hopes up on this James Gunn thing, right? I'm not gonna get my hopes up. Just steady as she goes. Hopefully, one day we'll get to some crazy time hopping shenanigans or whatever, where
Right.
like we can see some crazy like future world and like Terry McGinnis will be there and I'll lose my shit. Like I'll lose my freaking ever loving mind because like they're freaking doing it finally. But I want to see what they're going with first. Since we're kind of on the topic, and it kind of led to like the future of the DCU,
Mhm.
right? We're kind of talking about like them taking a page from Marvel, right? They're kind of doing like side characters. All right. So knowing this, who do you want to see? Like we haven't seen like there's like knowing that they're shying away from like some of the big guys. Like think all the movies that we got under the Zack Snyder like regime, right?
DCEU, and
Yeah.
then like it
So
going.
none of the so none of those, knowing that we're not gonna get any of those probably for just a little bit. Who do you want to see? Who would you like them to?
Kyle Rayner and Jessica Cruz, like Green Lantern wise.
So you want more Green Lanterns?
Only those two. I want to see those two because I
I
mean,
know. I mean, we got five already. I mean, Dave would make five.
yeah.
Yes, we got three
You
already.
know what I mean? In the comic books, there's like seven of them,
A
10 of them.
million. There's a million,
I'm like, there's so
and
many,
there's more colors.
and there's so many Earth colors. Like, I'm like, there's so many Earth colored Green Lantern. I'm like, why is there? Let me see. Guy Gardner, Hal Jordan, John Stewart, Kyle Rayner, Simon Beth, Jessica Cruz, and then the teenager one. There's seven of them. Why are there seven Earth Green Lanterns?
We're very shiny.
We're very green.
Yeah, yeah. The Earth, buddy. Freaking Earth Day. But
um,
yeah.
we never got a Green Lantern underneath the Snyderverse. Will we count Doom Patrol? I like Doom Patrol, so but I'm now. Um,
Yeah, I would give them Doom Patrol. I would say they probably have some pretty big shoes to fill because that show was just the right amount of
oh my
quirky.
god, I've yet to finish it, but that show was
Yeah.
awesome.
It was awesome. It was
That show
amazing.
was
Like it was just the right amount of quirky
like
and like so hilarious.
that actress Diane Guerrero who plays the crazy lady. I forgot her name. I saw
Uh,
her in Office's Orange is the New Black, but I'm like, dude, like, oh my god, this is awesome. Like her that was oh my god, I fell in love with her as an actress. I'm like, damn. What else? Who else do I want to see? We saw Blue Beetle.
we did see Blue Beetle. But at least we know Blue Beetle's coming back. Just
Is
probably not
he?
he's just probably not the same character.
Okay.
I think they did confirm that Blue Beetle is carrying over, but just not I don't think the movie is carrying over, but I
Okay. So
think
it's
him
not
as that
canon. Okay.
character is carrying over.
That's fine because I liked him in Cobra Kai. I like the actor.
Mm.
Um, I mean, who would to think? Besides Batman and the Green Lanterns and the Titans, I don't think I'm not a big DC fan. Like,
Yeah, and I think to me, like it would probably be just like those last couple that you mentioned, like give me like I would love a Nightwing movie, like especially if we're getting like Batman Brave and the Bold.
yeah,
And like we like spend time with Batman and Damian, I'm sure like they would have different. I wouldn't expect that movie to be full of Robins. I would expect that movie to like allude to them in some way. You know what I mean? Like, and maybe then you could follow that up like a year or two later with like a Nightwing movie and you can see that other side and like of that, you know what I mean? Like, and he's like in this other city and he's doing his, his freaking thing, like, which would be awesome.
I got one. I got one right now, and it's specifically this. Only the Teen Titans, but the '60s lineup.
I don't even know who they are. That's just everybody's sidekick, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's Aqualad, Kid Flash, Wonder Girl, and Robin. Those four,
Wasn't Speedy in that too?
and Speedy. You're right, and Speedy.
Because
Which
those are
is
some like I remember my dad showing me some of the comics that he had left, and he had some Teen Titans comics from back from that era. Are you there?
I'm here. Keep
Okay.
talking.
But yeah, he had some Teen Titan comics from that era. So yeah, I kind of remembered seeing it. But yeah, I would love a Teen Titans and a proper, especially because like what they did with the series, like I would love for them to actually do like proper. This is what they're actually supposed to be like. This is the Teen Titans.
All right, so we have the platform. We have 209, 109 subscribers. What is your qualms with that show? Because I just like, for me, it's not them. I don't care. This isn't Robin. This isn't Raven. They're just too. It was not what I was used to. And the
I
comic
mean,
book,
pretty much everything you just said right there. You know what I mean? Like, I was more annoyed because, like I watched the whole season, right? I watched season one. And like at the end of season, it was like they're building up to. It felt like they were building up to something the whole season, and then I got to the end of season one, and it was like, oh no, they're not really building up to anything. Like they just kind of like were just stretching this along, and they don't really know what they're doing, and like that really pissed me off. So I just never watched it again. I was like, no, I'm done. Like you don't even know where you're headed. You know what I mean? And like a lot of this was, but. It was that on top of everything else you were saying. Because like I kind of was like, when Titans came out, it was just on. universe. And the DC universe is something that you like, it's a premium like subscription that you get like only if you like DC superheroes, you know what I mean? Like so I was really baffled at why this was the definitive version because like at this point this is the first and only live action Teen Titans series. So I was just shocked at like, oh, this is the version of the characters that you want. Like this is it, DC. This is it. Like this is what the Teen Titans is to you because it like isn't like they're not the Teen Titans. Like they were barely like a team. Most of them were like just straight up murderers, right? Like and like besides the fact that they were but all in a show where the show was supposed to be about a superhero team, there was really no reason for them to even be a team, you know?
Mhm.
Like, so it was just this weird thing. Like, I like, so I just, yeah, I guess I don't have any hate for the show beyond that. Just the fact I felt like I was duped into watching it. And there were two like really good episodes about Hawk and Dove, like some of the best episodes of TV I've ever seen. Even after all the crap that I just talked about the show, two episodes are like some of the best episodes of TV I've ever seen. Outside of that, I hate the show.
Wasn't that one of the first, like episode two? I remember watching one of those episodes. I'm
It was
like,
like
cool.
it wasn't no, it was like 5 and 6. It was like right in the middle of it.
Okay, because I
And it
remember,
like goes into their it's not like their introduction. It's like it's just a couple of episodes about them.
oh, you know what? I do because you told me about those, and I did jump to those ones. I did see those, so I saw like 5 episodes of them or whatever.
Mm.
I did see those episodes. I'm like, this is really good. And then, but they were standalone. So they didn't tie at all to the freaking.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
I'm like, so why are they? Why are we watching this? Why do I care about Hawk and Dove? Which
Exactly. Like it was like a so like exactly. You know what I mean? Like those two episodes just happened in the middle of the season. Like it just happened in the middle of the season.
yeah.
Have nothing to do with the rest of the characters. Hawk and Dove, I think they show up later, I think.
Like
Enjoyed
which was ridiculous.
it.
I was like, ugh, could you be any more? Anywho,
Yeah, I would love a Teen Titans to come in this new era.
I would love a
And
Silver Age Teen Titans show, like or a movie, like the Golden Age or Silver Age Teen Titans,
as
like
much,
the sidekicks.
as much as I was talking crap about, you just want more Green Lanterns. Like I would like for them to fill out the Green Lantern universe too. You know what I mean? Like it has a lot of directions to go. And there are like I even was joking earlier, there are more colors. You know what I mean? Like you don't just have to stay green. You know what I mean? Like there's reds, there's oranges, there's freaking it might just be one orange, but there's
Orange, blue, yellow,
blue, yellow, right? I
red.
feel like yeah, I feel like yellow is inevitable because he's the arch.
We're the Green Lanterns, and we are inevitable. The Sinestro Corps. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It was just really I had to do it. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, sure. Low hanging fruit. Um,
um,
I'd love what else? There was another team, Outsiders, I was reading when I was in the comics. They were just a different kind of Teen Titans, I felt like.
yeah, I remember that thing, and I remember I read one or two. I'm like, this is Teen Titans, but with Metamorpho.
It was like young adult Titans is what it was.
Yeah, yeah, it felt weird because when we started reading, I think you showed me that we were in early 20s, and Dick
Mhm.
Grayson, Nightwing was in early 20s, and now we're like almost 40, and he
Yeah,
is
right.
still like in his mid 20s. I'm like, you mother, like, ugh, grow up, man.
All right, I guess we gotta start listening, watching Batman.
Any final comments? Any final thoughts? Anything else you want to talk about?
Nah, I think we chin wagged enough about it.
Okay, yeah, but yes, I would like to see more of the other Bat family members live action. Hopefully, in this universe, because even okay, I'm gonna go off topic. There's gonna be James Gunn's Batman and Matt Reeves' Batman. So I'm like, what the fudge, guys? Like, um, and that's why they canceled Lois and Superman too because of this. I'm like, I didn't watch it, but when I saw the first couple episodes I saw, I liked. I just never got back to it.
But they had
Um,
a couple seasons though, didn't they?
huh?
They had a couple seasons
Yeah,
though.
4 seasons.
Yeah.
And I heard nothing but good things about it too. So I'm like, all right. So I want to go back and watch that. But back to yeah. Yes, more live action Bat family members.
Bat family members. Because we got enough live action Batman.
Yes, too many, too
We
many.
got enough of them. But hey, whatever. I'll probably always go see it anyway. As much as I don't love Batman, like I'll probably always go see a Batman movie.
I don't know. Did I see Batman in theaters? No, I didn't. I did not see it in theater. I think I saw it on.
Did I say go see it? I meant see it.
Yeah, no,
I meant see it because I've definitely watched the Batman at home. I definitely did not go see the Batman.
yeah, same. I didn't see it. I'm like, no, I'll wait for home for this one. Alrighty. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for talking about the Bat family. We'll see you same fracking time, same fracking channel. Frack off.